Welcome to the underground, you rebel scum. This is the American Expat, and today, well, I'm sitting here preparing to go to a job interview here in Utah. It seems strange. I haven't really needed to do something like that for quite some time. Those of you who know the background of where I came from when I started this, over in China, we had our own thing going there for a while and did pretty well. But today I thought I'd pull back the curtain a little bit and let you see how things are actually going here in real life, what's actually happening, what am I doing in Utah instead of at my house over in West Virginia. Don't worry, I still have my house. There's a lot of reasons why. One of the main reasons, of course, is my son. I want him to be around family. All of my family here in the United States is, well, here in Utah for the most part. I have a sister that lives outside of the state, but not anywhere near where we were living. So I really wanted him to be close to family. I wanted him to be able to go to a good school where he's going to get a decent education and get the attention that he needs. That wasn't looking like it was going to happen over in West Virginia. So I wanted to bring him here for that reason. There have been some other things going on in life. Like you've probably noticed that my wife isn't here with us right now. That remains to be seen what's going to happen with that, but that's for another video entirely. But I'm kind of on my own right now, looking after my son, and well, it just wasn't going to be possible for me to do everything that I needed to do over by myself in West Virginia. So that's another reason why I've come out here. It's been a while, you know. I started off over in China. Those of you who have been following the channel for a while, we had our own thing going, and we were doing pretty good up until COVID came along. And well, we came back to the United States thinking that things would change or they would go back to the way that they were shortly after that, and it's been several years now, and things obviously haven't gone back to the way that they were. I'm not back in China. We don't have our business going, and it's just been draining over time, you know. And now I'm to the point where, well, I'm up against the wall. I'm going to have to get some income coming in, otherwise I'm in trouble. I'm laughing, but it's really quite discouraging. That's another reason why I came here to Utah. I felt like the economy is better here than it is in West Virginia, and that is true to some degree, but the more I look into it, the more I realize that the economy is, well, it's not doing well anywhere, not even here. It's a bit of a struggle. So I'm hopeful that this job interview goes well, and I can come out and I can tell everybody, like, yeah, I landed the job, but well, I guess we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of jobs out there, you know, at least listed online, but it doesn't mean necessarily that they're really trying to hire. Now, I'm hopeful that since they're actually giving job interviews, that this will turn into something, but we'll see. It's yeah, I don't know. It's pretty rough, and I would love to just keep making videos and that sort of thing. I wish that it made money and actually did something, but let's face it, it's not. I really appreciate all of you who have stuck with the channel over time, when things have changed, when things have maybe not been as regular as it could have been. I guess yeah, there's so much that it can be frustrating sometimes on YouTube. The other day I saw a video about this state, the state of Utah, that was created by a person who's never been to Utah. The video used downloaded drone footage, stock footage, and had a robot voice, and it had 88,000 views. And I thought, my goodness, I can travel to location and take my own videos, make it look well, as nice as their stock footage looked, and maybe get like 20 views. Well, that's a little bit discouraging. It's a little bit frustrating. I'm normally a perpetual optimist. I always believe that things are going to work out and it's going to turn out great. Just like coming here, I looked at the situation and figured, like, it'll work out, everything will be fine, and well, I'm faced with the possibility that maybe it won't. There's only been 2 times in my life when I felt like that. The first time I was in Beijing by myself in this apartment, and I was sitting there in this apartment all alone one night, and I was suddenly hit with the realization that I was in a foreign country, and that if I failed at what I was trying to do at that time, there was nobody coming to the rescue. I was completely alone. And that was scary for all of about 2 minutes before I, got hold of myself and, I guess found my confidence again, or whatever you want to call it, my optimism. And things worked out. I'm sitting here right now faced with the same thing. It's a little bit bizarre. I'm surrounded by family. But I feel like I'm completely alone. I don't feel like I have anybody that I can really talk to about any of that. Not that I necessarily need to talk to somebody. I don't know. What am I doing? I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to you guys on the internet about all of this. So I guess that's my outlet. But it's a little bit strange to realize that, I'm here. I'm surrounded by family, and yet I feel completely alone, on my own, with these pretty big obstacles in my way when it comes to, my son and making sure that he has a good future and that things work out. And, well, I really don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen, but, I'll continue to try, I guess, to make videos like this one. I'm sure a lot of you are probably facing similar struggles in life right now. It's really hard in this moment, looking at your own situation and feeling like you're in a desperate struggle. I know that the economic struggles are they're pretty universal. If you've got a good job, you're probably doing everything you can to hold on to it. If you don't, you're trying to find something better, and that's difficult to do. I find it remarkable when I think about the situation right now. When I started work, when I was first working, $12 an hour would have been fantastic. It's not like amazing, but you would have been able to survive on that. You would have been doing okay. You would have been comfortable. You'd have had your place or whatever. Now it's like you could be getting $15 an hour and you wouldn't be able to survive. It's really strange. And I hear all these people shouting about, that's the minimum wage and all this. And it's that's crazy where we find ourselves. I feel like working class people just don't have anywhere to go. And I know I come from that sort of a background, I didn't start off with anything fancy. I didn't jump into an office job somewhere. I started off doing my very first job was in a restaurant. But you probably had similar experiences. I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to get by these days. You look around and the wages are so low, and yet the housing costs, I don't know what people are supposed to do. I look at it and it's like, well, you can be, a shift leader or something like that. I'm just from my looking around at jobs, and they pay $13 an hour, and I'm like, the cheapest apartment that I'm seeing, the cheapest place that I'm seeing for rent is over $1,000 a month. If you're getting paid $13 an hour, you're not going to be able to. How does anybody survive? I don't get it. Why are the prices so high? Who's paying them? Who's getting paid all this money to afford these crazy prices? I don't know. It makes me feel like sometimes I feel like maybe I should consider doing something drastic and just giving up on this and going back to West Virginia, where at least I have my house. I don't have to worry about that part, but it just there's nothing out there. But here there's what have I got? There's the situation with my son. It's all so frustrating. it's hard to know what to do when you get into a situation like this. Like I said, I know I'm not alone. I've just got to find my confidence again, my optimism, I guess. And somehow, like all the other times in my life, I'll just get through it somehow and find the way out of it. But yeah, that's what's going on here. I'm trying to find the way out of this. But maybe the channel's going to take a real different turn now. Now it's going to be this. Well, probably not. Well, I'll keep you guys up to date. Why not? I've pulled the curtain back. Once you've seen behind the curtain, it cannot be unseen, right? I wish beyond anything that things had... well, actually, I don't. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about what ifs. But when I do, it can be frustrating, like the situation with COVID. Before COVID came along, we really had a lot going. We were we were looking at maybe opening a restaurant on top of our other business that we had going in China. Things were looking really good. We were looking at new houses and that sort of thing. And then, well, COVID came and everything shut down. And we thought, again, that it was just going to be a matter of time, and it just never went back. It's turned into years. What I thought was going to be a couple of months has turned into years, and, well, here I find myself kind of at the bottom of things, I guess. But, what can I say? It is what it is, right? Well, I better go over to this job interview. I don't want to be late. But don't worry, the video's not over. I will update you guys on how I feel about the job interview after it's done. If I feel like it went well, or if it didn't go so well. I'll keep you guys up to date. Well, yeah, in this video. Anyway, I better get over there. I'll be right back. Well, as promised, I'm back with the report after the interview. A little bit more encouraging. The interview went well, so who knows, we'll hear. I guess supposedly later tonight I'm going to hear from them if I've got a job or not. If I do, then that's great. I can actually have some income, to take care of my son and all of that, and be moving in a positive direction. Nobody likes to see, you got to have money coming in. You don't want to just see money going out, you know what I mean? Whether you're in business or whether it's at home, whatever it happens to be, money needs to be coming in much faster than it's going out. So yeah. Anyway, I'm feeling a bit more of the optimism returning after going to the interview. The guy was pretty cool, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll have to let you guys know tomorrow if I really do hear back from them or not. I'm hoping that I do, because, boy, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm still in the same boat. But that'll be for another video. I guess I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
ไฟพะวงหลงเฝ้าสาวเจ้าบางประกงทางไว้งงหลงเกอหาโอเวรกรรมจำพราก